Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Welcome, everyone. We're back again with another episode of the Game Cellarino. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. And just for Moe, right here. Right here, the chest. The chest. I need to start eating more vegetables or something, or braid this stuff. I should dye my chest hair is what I should do. That would be awesome. How are you guys doing today? We got a gang of people in here watching. It's good to see you guys. Oh, you know what today is. Today we have the Parallel Dudes, we have Rye, we have myself, and we're all going to be talking about the Avatar reveal. I hope you got yours. I hope you pulled something awesome. And if you didn't, then get fucked. I hope you did. I hope you did get something awesome, but if not, that's just, I don't make the rules around here. These are not my rules. I hear that there's two more one-of-ones to be revealed, one for Shroud and then one for the Barktolians. We'll be talking about the upcoming Planetfall expansion and why that's exactly as Ryan and I have predicted for months and months. And it's going to be a grand old time. So no reason to delay it anymore. We're going to get right into it. Right now. All right. Welcome, Kalos, Mr. Gone, and Rye. Hey, guys.
What's up?
What's up?
We live?
We're live.
Is this real?
Whoa.
We're on air, as they would say.
We have a special guest too. Look at that.
We're getting broadcasted through the airwaves.
What's up, Kalos?
Have you guys ever listened to AM radio? Ever?
No. Who does that?
I'm sure I have in somebody's car.
Yeah.
Who wasn't me?
not in the control of your own car though.
I would.
Not intentionally.
I would never, but I'm sure someone else has forced me.
Listening to AM radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Kalos strikes me as that ham radio guy though.
Yeah,
Oh, I am. Yeah, yeah.
Ham radio
Yeah,
does
hit me
make
up.
sense.
See?
Hit me up on that shortwave, that ham radio.
What's your call sign?
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal?
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That's amazing.
It's because you make everyone smile, or
No, it's because the Happy Meal, you get the toy inside. It's pretty fun.
because people put toys inside of you?
Whoa!
No.
Is that what you...
Whoa!
I'm trying to figure...
Welcome to the Game Cellar.
Hey, I didn't say it, man.
Like, look at this guy talking like he's never had a Happy Meal from McDonald's.
Oh, I thought you were going to say talking like he's never had a toy inside of him.
Started.
Happy Meal's a great name, man. I just was curious where that came from.
Let's reset.
I think it's going great.
It seems to be
Welcome
going
back,
great.
guys.
Well, hold on though. Hang on. Let's just stay on this topic for a second.
Okay.
all right.
Didn't Steve-O have a toy inside of him in one of his like shows or something?
That was like Jackass #1, wasn't it?
Yeah, he
Where
got
Did he?
X-rayed and he had like a
Matchbox.
car up his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the doctor was floored.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't remember that specifically, but that does add up. That sounds like a situation that would happen on that show. I remember when he dressed his penis up like a mouse and had a snake bite it. I remember that one.
Gone, you should probably tell the little one to go in the other room.
Oh, yeah. Frick. Sorry.
That's okay. She wants to paint, so we're just giving her inspiration, I think.
Okay.
Character building exercises.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that. Daddy, what's keystering?
Easier to
yeah,
tackle it
so
now.
Big day today.
Yeah.
Thanks to the community and everyone who came out to have fun with us. It was awesome.
Big reveal. How's it been going?
Yeah.
Gone?
Oh yeah, it's been going great. I mean, people are super excited. I honestly, like, I'm not a big PFP. Not that they're PFPs. Like, I don't want to reduce them into that, but I'm not a big PFP guy. And as soon as they revealed, I was like, okay, you want to do painting? Sorry, hold on. Tell them what you want to do.
I want to do painting.
Aw.
I'm not a big PFP guy, but as soon as I saw them, I was like, I need to buy as many of these as I can afford,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened. So
So you've been shopping, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they look great.
Oh yeah, I've been doing some damage.
What are you
Yeah, I'm
looking
excited.
for in particular? What's what characteristics are you guys hunting for?
I mean, I'm a Shroud maxi, so I'm just like, give me the glowing eyes and the smoke and all that stuff.
No, I'm looking for like, ones that stand out that I feel like I can, use for prolonged periods. I want more than one of everything across the board,
Yeah.
so that I feel like I have like some optionality. I'm building an army. Okay.
Oh,
No, but
You don't have to be coy, Kalos. He's looking for a shriveled old Asian man that's an earthen.
there's one really old guy that I like. I'm hoping he pops up. He's got like a big sun. He's got the big Shamak hat, like a sun hat and he's got the
cool.
Shamak stone eyes, but he's like really old. And someone sent me a 50-year-old or something, and I was like, nah, like way older. He's got to be like 90. So he's a personal favorite of mine. I'm looking for that one. I don't think it's come out yet, but yeah, I don't know. I after playing the game, the TCG enough, like I've realized that well, obviously I'm an Earthen maxi. I like playing Earthen the most. I don't win that much, and I think everyone in the community knows that. But it's not for me. It's more just a matter of like how many times I can make you rage quit more than how many times I can win is like my objective. And Earthen's very good for that. But I like to play other parallels when because I think if you don't understand how other parallels function, like it's very hard to actually be competitive.
Mhm.
And so when I do play Ogdencor or Cathari, I don't play Marcolian or Shroud. Like Shroud, I don't play at all actually, but I want the option to for the beta.
For sure.
And I want that boost. Give me the boost.
Yeah. Can you guys talk a little bit more about maybe some of the existing benefits of having one of these avatars that you've already revealed?
Yeah, sure. So when you match any one of so if you're using an Earthen avatar and you use it as your PFP in the game in the beta, and you're running it with an Earthen deck, or you're running a Cathari avatar with a Cathari deck or a Marcolian avatar with a Marcolian deck, you get an additional emission of Prime for wins in ranked matches. It's pretty sizable, so it's one of those things where you get like an increased emission for ranked wins in parallel, like when the game comes out in the beta.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome.
And that's scheduled for this month, right? Like we're on track to ship this month, so we're feeling pretty good.
So
Still some stuff to fix, a little here and there, but we're looking good.
Shipping referring to avatar use in game or beta in general?
Well, both. Everything.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot more functionality in the game that will be online than I think maybe people anticipate. I think people are expecting like a slightly more polished alpha. That's not the case. I think you're going to have maybe Gon's probably better at walking down the list of stuff, but like missions, quests, battle pass.
Oh wow.
I feel like I'm missing stuff.
Can I pay $99.99 in order to get one exclusive armored character?
Sorry, I'm being
No.
an artist assistant right now, so I can't help you.
Fuck.
It's all you, Kalos.
Yeah. No, there's just a lot more in the client than I think, than just what was in the beta. So there's a lot of enhancements and a lot of rewards tracks that will be kind of a part of the closed beta, and then the open beta I believe will include. And then there's a planned release between closed beta and open beta that'll include like tournaments and cosmetics and stuff like this. So there's a lot of stuff that's that will probably be net new to anyone who's played the alpha that's coming into the beta. You'll be in for a nice, pleasant surprise.
Awesome.
Treatments on SC cards and FE cards have been changed.
Oh shit.
Stuff like cosmetics includes like, and this is not in the first version of the beta. I think it's in the update a month after that will push to the game launcher, and you'll be able to update. Will include things like card frames, field backs, card backs, obviously, Paragon skins, Paragon emotes. So quite a lot of cosmetic enhancements that we're or not enhancements, more like customization should you choose. But you will be able to select your PLs, your artographs, your SEs, your FEs right in the closed beta. So that'll all be existing without the subsequent release.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, we have a regular cadence of both sort of gameplay and cosmetic updates, as well as some other things going on once the closed beta starts. So I think that if people stick with us, they'll notice a series of improvements and changes as time goes on. It's pretty exciting. And to kind of loop back to avatars, we also have a program. I don't know how much of the details have been explained yet, but we have a program where by playing in the beta, you'll be able to potentially earn some avatars, including one of one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I did
the
see
unknown,
that.
The
yeah,
laser
the unknown
eyes.
origins. No, no.
No.
Well, you gotta wait because it's not revealed. You'll see it before because they'll all reveal tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh,
But the one about Universal will go into the pool for earning avatars from the beta. So you'll be able to duke it out and try and win some of the super rare avatars.
CL is demanding that it get leaked.
Oh.
He said leak it.
Yeah,
Colin.
leak it. Do it.
You won't do it.
Yeah, you won't, pussy.
You totally won't, dude.
I don't know what you're goading me on about because I'm
Oh.
getting yelled at in my own home about sitting in my living room. So sorry again.
I like that we get the home tour as an added bonus to this.
Yeah, it's kind of nice actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the place for this, Mr. Gone. Right? Get out of the living room.
I'm
Yeah, go back to your shoe hole. So, here I am with my
Your
shoes.
literal shoe hole.
yeah, it's nice because my wife gave me a man cave and just get to sit in the man cave. You need more neon lights in the cave though.
Well, it's not a cave because it's on the main floor.
Oh.
So people still see it. So I have to kind of be a little bit choosy. I say that with my backdrop of like horror movie props, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
man.
then coming back to right, like avatars. So obviously that's the
Yep.
the short term, and then we're in the this process. I mean, there's a lot. I think we're probably like somewhere between 40 and 60% complete full bodies. And so we have to finish the full bodies. While we're doing that, we're also working on the pipeline to migrate everything into UE5, and that way it can exist in things like Colony or other subsequent things we want to work on.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the way I like to look at it is like a really useful asset in the TCG that you can attach and earn an extra admission of Prime if you want to, if you're looking for kind of immediate utility. And it's also like the kind of first building block we put in place to point in a direction beyond the TCG, right? Because it's like this objective of creating this 3D skin that is you and your character, and ultimately we want that to stay with you. So it's kind of like this fundamental first building block for what we, our aspirations to do things beyond just the TCG, and not to downplay the TCG because we are, deep in the throes of completing and working towards completing the Planetfall expansion set as well. So you're going to have expansions to the TCG because obviously that keeps it fresh and fun. But while we're doing all this, we've got all these 3D assets we've created. You guys have seen us make demos of games in UE5. We've even flirted with kind of like Warhammer, like games. And obviously we're pretty focused on Colony just because we think it's a super interesting opportunity. But really what the Avatar's kind of longer tail represent for us is as a studio is this, skin or whatever you want to call it, like asset that you can use in multiple games and more ways to play.
Yep.
Also, the pictures are just pretty, man. So
yeah, of
They
course,
look
right?
good.
It's true.
They
Yeah.
look really fucking good. How many people were involved in the actual art and development of the avatars?
I drew them all by hand myself.
Yeah, I knew it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it took so long.
You
Apologies.
sly son of
Well,
a
that's why
bitch.
that's why he's overseeing the painting now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. No,
Um,
we had a whole team. I'll let Kalos take it, but I gotta shout out Tommy and Ruben and their whole team because like they worked
Brady and
tirelessly.
Jonathan. Yeah, there's 4 core group team members and then 2 contractors that worked with the Avatar team, and that was led by Tommy and Ruben and some of the folks that contributed in massive ways were Brady and Jonathan and yeah, so it was really a group of 4 to 6 depending on how you want to look at it. I think probably more accurate to say 6 of them building it. They wanted to do something very different, obviously. I think like we've seen, and this is not a shot at anyone, but like, we've seen some pretty repetitive styles in the space for a while now. We didn't want to do that. At the time, it was like kind of questionable whether or not we should go down this kind of higher fidelity road. but like it's really easy to go from high fidelity to like lower fidelity, but it's almost impossible to go from low fidelity to higher fidelity.
Mm.
And when you think of games, you want the higher fidelity. If you want to have your character in UE5, if we create a cinematic in UE5, you can rip and replace the main character in the cinematic and have your character be represented as the hero in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like so there's all kinds of opportunity that's unlocked as a result of this, and we want the quality to be as high as possible. And that way we can always dial down, but you can't dial up. And so, yeah, I think Tommy and Ruben are really, and Jonathan and Brady again are all, credited with having done just a ton of work, as well as some others who contributed. And yeah, we're all just really grateful to have worked with them on this, and I think they absolutely killed it. And then on top of that, there's the 101s, which are created by some of the art team who obviously developed the cards. So like, I'm not sure who created each one, but I know I think Taehoon created the Crystal Prince, which is the Cathari 1 of 1. I'm not sure who created the other ones. Do you know, Gon?
I don't
Nacho
know.
did not. I think Sasha did the Earthen 1 of 1. I like to call her Zelda. She looks like Zelda. Yeah, so I mean, there was some contribution obviously from the art team, and then there's Mobo, who also did a ton of the componentry. So like when we needed guns, when we needed new swords, new weapons, and even Mobo, his contribution of creating these 3D pieces of equipment and working with outsourcing and Tommy to do that. That source information comes from Cafaro, who's head of vehicle design and equipment design. So like it's all kind of a joint effort in creating these things, because we want it to feel as consistent as possible with the world, and we also want the guns that appear in and the characters that appear in the Avatar program may make appearances in subsequent series of cards.
Yeah, let me feel like Kalos for once.
Okay, yeah, I was just like,
and spill some
He'll send you up.
all the one of one
soft lob.
All the 1 of 1 PFPs are going to be pretty predominant characters in our next series of cards, Planetfall. So
no shit.
Yeah, they're going to exist not just as throwaway characters in the background or anything like that either. They're going to be there. So
very cool.
Very purposefully built.
Will they be playable paragons?
I don't know about paragons yet, but they'll definitely be playable cards.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a little bit before we start shaking up the paragons, but we got some. We've been working on some stories and stuff, and we got some interesting things coming. So just wait. Very cool.
One of the things, I guess, on the topic of paragons, one of the things that stood out to me from yesterday's Twitter Spaces with the OpenSea team, Fitch was talking to them, and someone asked the question, or maybe made like more of a remark on the fact that the game and the cards has come out first, and then you followed with the avatars or the PFPs afterwards, which is typically like that's the flip, the absolute inverse of what everyone else in the space has been doing. So was that intentional from the jump, or was there a point in the game development where maybe you've sort of established those emotes with the paragons where you're like, there's something here, like we want to start exploring that? Like, what was the catalyst, or how did you guys go about that process?
I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to anyway. It basically, we like Kalos and I and a bunch of our friends, we got together and we were like, let's make a game. And so we started with the idea for the game. The NFT bit kind of like popped in shortly after that, but we started with the card game basically, and we kind of built from there. So it wasn't, I feel like, and again, no shade on any project, but I feel like a lot of projects start with like, let me sell a PFP or sell an NFT or something. Oh no, we made a lot of money and now we have to give people something.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Okay, let's just try and make a game or something.
I love how he's like, no shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were like, no, let's make a game. Yeah. Oh, we're going to use NFTs. Oh, this is how it's going to work. Oh, people actually want us to like expand into other areas in the sort of like NFT space. Okay, let's do this whole avatar thing. Oh, now we have the colony thing. This is interesting to us. Let's integrate that. Like it all stems from like what was fun and interesting for us to do at the time, and not so much like, oh, we have a pile of money and people want utility. No offense.
Yeah. I think like another way to look at it is more like maybe, and I take from Oscar on this one. Like Oscar always says, like we never had pre-production phase. when creating Parallel.
Mhm.
The cards are the pre-production phase. Like there was no time for drafting drawings beyond very light sketches that the art team had. It was really like, we have a rough sense of, what they're like visually, and we have a world Bible, kind of like a guide that we use to, articulate why they are the way they are. But then like the first set of cards really, and you can see this progression in the cards, is really like is what you describe as a pre-production phase, where you're building out and establishing the world for the first time. And obviously, like Planetfall will continue on that build, but what that allows you to do, if you kind of step back and say, like, like it allows you to process and select key elements that you want to highlight if you do that first. So like, it's fortunate that we did that the way we did, because like the game, the TCG is the pre-production phase, if you think about it, for all the 3D equipment. It is the pre-production phase for the avatar skins and Parallel, all the other programs we have for Colony and stuff, because it informs everything, and that's how we flushed out the world on the first set of cards. And because like it wasn't like we were sitting around for 6 months prior, and this is how typically it works in film and a lot of games, is there's a lot of people who are sitting around prior to drafting any high fidelity sellable image or card at a table, just like debating the most minute details of the world. And like we didn't have that, and it just wasn't a luxury that we could afford. And so we kind of took this approach of like, like we'll do it real time. And that is the alpha set. And I think obviously a ton of work went into, and a lot of discussion and collaboration goes into the team, staying in sync. And that's like the magic of it, is the art team is so good at this that, they are able to produce, Catharis that feel very similar to one another, Earthen that makes sense together, Markolians that sync. And that is a testament to the art team. When you have that rich world, like that foundational world established, it makes it a lot easier to create characters that make a ton of sense and are equipped appropriately, and expand on that with an avatar program.
We stole our team ethos from Bill O'Reilly. We always just say, fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I didn't know. I was trying to be polite.
There's no politeness here in the cellar, guys.
But I appreciate that you caught that.
Well, I'm looking at the clock. Should we dive into it? Because I know Gon is going to go see the Meg too. So I just want to be respectful for his
nice
his little venture there.
That's it. Yeah, I got tickets to see Jaws 3D. So that's why I'm on my cell phone bouncing around my house, so I can take it with me if I have to leave, because I don't want to miss a moment. But let's get to the meat. I want to see what you guys pulled.
All right. What's the best way of doing this, Orphan? Should I share my screen?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. First stream, guys. First time doing
Let's
this.
do that.
First question though, do you have any Shroud doors?
As in, have we revealed any?
Do you have any doors that are Shroud or no? Do you know?
I only revealed one, and I had a Cathari, and then I didn't want to reveal the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked because no one's found the Shroud 1 of 1 yet. So
let's find out. All right, here. I'm just I'm logging in currently, going to the right spot, and we can ask maybe some questions about characteristics and traits while we take a look at this stuff. Let me see here. My window's all fucked up because I got everything minimized.
I can't see your screen because I'm calling in from a Nokia 5190, unfortunately. So,
okay.
Nice.
You'll just have to tell me what we're looking at.
We'll feign excitement.
I'll blow up your pager later, bro.
That's it. Hack the planet.
I left it in that thing, that time, in that place. What is it?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I put it in that thing, that place. I left that thing that time.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. I think we're in the right spot. Give me 2 seconds here.
Okay.
Oh, I can see your screen.
Does it work?
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So if I hit,
hold on 1 second. Let me get this.
Okay.
You just got a glimpse of Orphan. He is at least 4 buttons down right now.
4 buttons down.
Sure.
Yeah.
He goes deep. Yeah,
he's really deep. That's the deepest V I've ever seen.
I don't ever show nipples though. Oh, recording in progress.
Oh,
got
must
it.
have hit it. I must
Okay.
have hit it.
Someone's a narc. Someone's recording.
Ah,
What is happening?
Did you connect your wallet? Did you have to sign a transaction? Maybe.
I'm connected.
I don't want to expose your MetaMask here, but
No,
Who
it's all
has
right.
do we all have to click this meeting? Got it.
why
I have to click it.
why the fuck is this not working?
Wasn't supposed to record though. Oh, they're revealed. There's some shroud. Oh,
yeah,
there's
so
some
today,
shroud.
The
at 3
fuck is
p.m.
going
we-
on? Hold on. I don't know what's happening. 1 second. I just
Is
got
it
to fix
because
the
of the
stream.
recording, maybe?
It looks great to me. I mean, I can
Recording stopped.
I don't know. Hold
There.
up.
I stopped it. just in
Okay.
case that was
Yeah,
a-
I just got to set up the scene real quick.
work
Are
out
we
that
still on
OBS,
stream, or-
baby.
Hang in there, chat. Hang in there.
Hang in
Bear
there.
with us.
Chats.
So while we're waiting, I see
Yeah.
3 earthen doors, 3 Cathari doors, 3 shroud doors, and 1 Ogden door.
Yes, sir. And I have a cold wallet that has some too. So this is just my hot wallet situation.
I like that
Yeah,
spread.
so-
No Marco though.
No Marcos,
Yeah.
yeah. Ah. So at 3 p.m. today, we the reason you're seeing the colors of your doors now is at 3 p.m. we revealed all the door colors, so you can no longer peek.
Oh, okay.
And now you don't need to pay the fee in Prime to peek anymore. You just obviously
Got
are
it.
able to open your doors.
How was the success rate of the Prime sync for peaking?
I think a lot of people did it. I don't know the exact amount of Prime sunk.
Okay.
But I think it's probably in the somewhere. I'm going to ballpark it. I'd probably say like 7,000 to 10,000 range amount of Prime
Wow.
has been sunk from that.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
We wanted it to be really affordable, right? Like this is, the way we looked at it was like, 11 Prime seems reasonable, and just a fun thing that it's more like a behavioral thing. It's like, can you resist? And like,
right.
I like having mechanisms like that like, yeah, you don't have to look at it. It's going to be revealed, but like you probably want to, because you want to try it and see what it is. And then, I like to play the human side of things a bit where we can mechanically.
Yeah. I've got the screen set up right now, but I
Fantastic.
can't see you guys because the whole layout changed, but we can see the polls right now. So
Okay. Well, let's do it.
let's do it.
And Orvin, do you have any on your side that we should go through after this one?
No, dude, I'm playing rat mode on this one. I'm going to go in next week and just buy up whatever I can that's
I
left
like
on the
that.
floor.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
All right. Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go.
It's not being revealed. Oh, okay. Let's see. I have to hit that. There we go.
Reveal.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Accept and sign.
Verify. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Make sure that I had to sign a transaction. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it says you have $1 billion, I think.
Yeah.
It says press
Got an incredible
scan
amount
this
of-
QR code to hack.
Let's go. Ooh, companion.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good one. Companion and a weapon. I like it.
Nice.
Dang.
She
That's
looks
clean.
high. She looks very high.
Tranquil.
Yeah.
Just drink some kava.
Just came out of the pod. The K pod.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So-
she looks freshly baked a bit. And,
I like that
It's a good
axe
start.
and I like that pet.
and she's got a near Skrillex haircut. If you can see, she's got the undercut.
I like that
Yeah.
undercut. Even though you can see the follicles, all the details in that, so crazy, man. And the textures of this garb here.
Spacesuit.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Can you tell us anything about the companions? And does this offer anything in game additionally, or maybe composability?
Not at the moment. I mean, we're
Okay.
thinking about whether or not we want to kind of cross it over further. The companions that we have from the terminal reveals, those actually are playable in game
Got it. Got it.
as kind of like a fidget widget or something
Ooh.
like that. But
That's
not
cool.
from not right now. Conceptually, not from the Avatar program itself.
Okay. Got it. All right. Let's keep it rolling. That's Amara.
Fidget widget.
Yeah, I liked it when I said it too. Fidget widget.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dang.
Oh, another axe.
I
Axe.
love the helmet too.
Axe twins.
Yeah, this guy's
Different-
got an army going. Fucking
Different
warriors
outfit.
over
He's got war paint. He's got a different outfit. When we do go to OpenSea, we'll be able to see like what sub faction within Cathari they belong to. Like, are they Belarusi? Are they? So we kind of define a bit more lore in the world when you do go look at OpenSea and take a look at where they reside within that specific parallels, ranks.
Wow.
Catharis are from Belarus. Is that what you said?
No, they're called So you know the card Belarusi Striker in the alpha set?
Yes,
So
yes.
the Belarusi
No.
are like a guard of the Cathari.
Okay.
And so you'll see the same clothing that the Belarusi Striker is wearing will appear on the Belarusi in the avatars. So there's this consistency between what you see in the cards and what you get in your avatar.
Okay.
Nice.
Amazing. I love the deep dive that we have here.
I wonder if
The
you could
background, the
hotbox
lore.
that helmet.
Easily.
Here's something. The axe should feel a little bit like an ice axe. Obviously, because they're
Yep.
from Europa, ice axe, has a pretty significant amount of utility to climbers, and that Europa is deep underground, and so that's why their tools and their weaponry should reflect the nature of their societies.
Hmm.
Who all is, I mean, I know a lot of this lore was initially established by the core team, but then who continues to build the lore? Like, who's involved in that process?
I would say it's the game team, the comic team, right? Or go ahead, Koji.
Yeah. I mean, I think shout out to Greg, who is like instrumental in creating the comic, the game team for sure. Again, shout out to Connor and Carson, but Carson is like lore master extraordinaire, especially when it comes to all things Cathari. And then we also, these are names that we probably don't mention very often, but shout out to Terrence and Nicole, because they've, while they are doing other things at Parallel, they've kind of really put their heads together and helped with writing some short stories that maybe you'll see in the future. As well, I can't stress enough, Fall, Rebel, Cali, a bunch of these other guys, they spent painstaking hours naming every trait on all of the avatars, and it was an arduous task. You think it'd be easy, or we'd like automate it or whatever, but no, it's all manual.
I like that there's a human component to each of those, though. It feels more ingrained in the lore and the culture of the company too.
Yeah, I think we definitely tried to do some automation, and it just didn't, the quality wasn't there, and it didn't feel like it respected the work that the Avatar team did. And so I think we just felt that to do it correctly, we would have to do it, piece by piece manually. And so that's what we did.
You can tell it's manual because this avatar's name is Neuron I Anus. And
who did that?
That doesn't seem
Neuron
generated.
Anus?
That was a Cali name, wasn't it?
Neuroni Anus.
This is Cali's fault. All right, let's keep going.
You will see similarities in their names as well, and they're all within veins of thinking, essentially. All right, here we go. Jasmine, let's see.
Another companion.
Okay, so she got a very rare companion. Obviously, she has vitiligo. I can't remember what this outfit is resembling. I think this is it's like a steward. Gone. Is this the steward of the garden clothing? I can't remember.
It's hard for me to see the clothes out of context. I'm very bad at recognizing which cards they're from.
Yeah.
Amazing
But
turtleneck, though.
On the card, we'll give you a hint.
The turtleneck
on the
is
trait,
nice.
we'll give you a hint.
Merino wool.
Yeah.
Wool. And if you look at the sigil on her I guess breastplate, you'll see that marking will be consistent with anyone from her rank within society. So you'll see these different sub-sigils, and they represent different things. So you'll get some that are engineering symbols on Augencore, and some are defense divisions. Some of them are battalion divisions, and so there's different now symbology that's depicted on each of the parallels, and that will be consistently pushed through the world as this represents X or Y.
Okay.
And so you'll see that across all the different parallels. They have different kind of sub factions within themselves.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I'm even just taken back by the imperfections of the twine around her chest here, how it just all these little intricate details are incredible.
Yeah. And the burn damage on her face.
Yeah, well, who did that?
So that's like a form of vitiligo, right? From
Is that a disease?
it's like so essentially it exists in humans today, but essentially it's carried through in the earthens as a kind of a byproduct of their exposure to the priming event. So they all have a little bit of vitiligo. So these markings that discolor different regions of their skin, or not discolor, but remove pigment from certain regions of their skin. And you'll see it play a role in the comics as well. Because you will find some avatars in the collection where they have their vitiligo glowing. So whenever earthens come in direct contact with raw prime, their vitiligo lights up and it makes them very powerful.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Is that some Dune spice inspiration there?
I don't know that it was intentionally, related to Dune. I don't think so. I mean, it was more just like, I think it comes from like their connection with the planet. Obviously, mycelium they use as a communication mechanism amongst their society, and it was more like, how do we, conceptually, when we were working on the story, like how do we give them the means to be powerful enough to combat other parallels who have come from high technology societies.
Okay.
And their ability to harness prime energy physically was kind of our approach.
Very cool. I'm going to keep on moving because I know we got a bunch to still go through.
I'll do the sound effects.
Come on.
Okay, so this is good.
Spooky.
So this is a corrupted shroud. So if you look at the face, it's an Augencore face. So anytime you get a shroud where they're not it's a black smoke around them, it'll have the trait called corrupted. It means that the shroud have corrupted another parallel person to be a part of their battalion, their army. Yeah, so you'll see that they have the Augencore kind of compartmentalized face features, but they're now under the influence of the shroud.
Looks like a ventriloquist dummy. In a good way.
Yeah,
sure, man. I see a tiny little R on the left shoulder here, so this is clearly a Team Rocket member as well.
Rocket, yeah. So that symbol, the symbol though on the chest again, right? That actually, we should probably, I don't know if we released it or if it's stated in the traits, but that particular symbol on the chest there is again one of those sub factions within the shroud.
Got it. Okay, very cool. I love this. Just keep it rolling. Another shroud. Let's go.
Brecken.
Yeah, nice. So this is obviously they've got the New Dawn, same jacket as appears in the card.
I like that one.
One of the cards.
This one's sick.
Yeah, it's obviously this is not a corrupted shroud. So anytime you see it kind of melting and pulling away, they're half in one reality and half in another reality. Anytime you see that is a full-blown shroud.
He's talking about multiple realities. He's opening the door for the parallel version of the multiverse.
Oh, shit. 20 movies will be announced next fall.
Can't wait.
Let's go.
Directed by Orphan.
I'm here dude, we haven't signed any contracts, but I'm interested for sure.
Right.
His people will talk to your people.
Yeah, I've got people.
Brecken. It sounds like a guy that definitely goes to, get like a vegan lunch every day. It's Brecken. All right.
What we're really looking for are darker, richer backgrounds, which looks like you got one here, right?
Nice.
So the more rich the background, it's indicative of the rarity as well.
Oh,
okay.
So I think the card's called, in this one, you've got the laser arm. That I believe it's called Unfair Advantage. Am I wrong there, Gon?
I can't remember all of the cards that it references, but it could be Unfair Advantage.
I think it's Unfair Advantage is the card that, or maybe I'm wrong.
What would you say you do here, Mr. Gon?
Almost nothing at all. I just go on interviews and just refuse to answer the questions that are asked and yell about the things that I want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go see Jaws.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, so there's actually a couple different references here. Crazy. There's actually three Cathari, three Augencore references here. One is the outfit is an outfit that appears with the guy with the beanie in the alpha set. I can't remember his name. I think it's
Oh,
like
Yeah.
right, yeah.
so that's one. And then the second one is the guy who I always forget his name. It's not John. It's one of the guys. He's wearing this helmet and these glasses while he's working with a laser overhead. It's an Augencore
yeah.
card.
Okay.
And the third one is Unfair Advantage on the arm. So again, like taking stuff from the world that people recognize, bringing it into characters that exist within their society.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I love that last one. The glow off the arm too is just so good.
Yeah.
Arcadia.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Look at the ribs.
Rib cage.
Yeah, we're gonna empty her fluid later and just let her turn into a sack of bones.
It looks like she's about to precog the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has. What was that Tom Cruise movie called where there's
Minority
like 3 or 4
Report.
It's like the Minority Report.
Yeah.
Very very close in. I'm sure the faction or sub-faction for this particular group is related to Scypian and but obviously war paint. Pretty good.
Is a war paint sought after trait at this point?
There's 2 or 3 different variants. Well, there's a lot of variants of war paint. There's one variant of war paint I really like that.
Okay.
But it really depends, I think, on the taste of the individual.
Sure.
I don't know how much it affects rarity. To be very frank, I think you'd have to check up and see for that. I can't remember.
Okay.
Is there?
I know.
Go for it,
ahead.
Ray.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. Is there a post Rager war paint where there's like a penis drawn on their forehead?
Damn. That's with the next set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got to keep opening doors to find out.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to pay a little prime. Let's keep it rocking. I did like that last one a lot, though.
Oh, earthen.
Nice. So this is a Shamak. You can tell by the hat and the stone eyes. These are malachite stone eyes, so that's a desirable trait.
Nice.
And there's different variants of the hat from fall to spring where there's flowers or it's brown and
That's
and
cool.
So and obviously she has a weapon. She's got an earthen blade.
Little dagger. Looks like you could probably stab someone with that pretty good.
Yeah,
Most likely. All right. I don't know if this is the last one of this wallet, but I think we're getting close.
Mateo. Let's go.
Man.
So
Ooh, they're glowing.
So his
That's
are
sick.
primed. Yeah, so those are the rarest variant of their primed stones. So they have primed quartz in them. And the story will reveal and the comics will reveal all the information around this, but you can see he's got a little bit more fancy garb. He's got a little more gold around his headband, around his chest. He's got this piece. So he's probably, I would go ahead and assume he's definitely rarer than the last one.
Nice. It's dripped out.
Seems like he's in the earthen government or something. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, he probably like rips off those little tabs of gold and pays people with them if he needs something.
Unreal.
How many tabs of gold?
This guy. Someone had pointed out earlier, I don't know if this is a characteristic or a trait that's going to be updated in the attributes on OpenSea, but earrings and nose rings and things like that aren't currently represented in traits. Is that something that's either going to be updated or something that can be modified in the future?
We could, yeah. I think the team didn't want to like overburden. I think we wanted like sufficient variation and obviously skeletal structures as well as jewelry, but we didn't want to like because there's so many variations of jewelry, we didn't want to create like 50,000 traits type of thing. So we want
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think we treated it as like as a part of the base skin, and not as its own kind of additional trait.
Okay, makes sense. Ah, damn.
It gets too cluttered, right? You don't want too many traits. It just becomes
right.
unmanageable.
Oh shit!
Okay,
Damn.
nice.
He looks like a turtle.
He's disgruntled. He's upset at all of us.
Yeah.
He looks great though. So I think his garb is actually a little on the rarer side.
Okay.
Yeah,
the green is unexpected for Shroud, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. So I think that's kind of where I think I've seen this clothing variant has maybe 2 or 3 variants of color.
Okay.
But it's a little harder to come by, so it's a good thing. Looks good. I like this
Very
one.
cool.
I like that one.
I do too. All right, let's return to the gallery. I'll switch wallets really quickly.
Is that how many more do we have left, Rye?
I think I have 5 more left.
Oh shit!
Yep. So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm trying to make this dramatic as I can. Oh no!
Oh,
What
damn.
the? 5 left. You've got to be
let's see.
kidding me.
Let's see if we can pull some magic.
What's your favorite one out of those that we just pulled, Rye? Do you have
I
one
really
that
love
sticks out?
The arm with the glow on it, the Ogden core. But the
Mm.
corrupted is pretty cool. I love that concept.
The glowy arm one was cool. It sucks that it's for the worst faction.
All right, let's see here if it's being weird.
No, it was Augencore, wasn't it? It wasn't Marcolian.
It was Augencore, yeah. I don't think he had a Marcolian there, did he?
I didn't. No.
Oh
which is,
shit! Awesome.
You know what's
Good
up
luck.
with that?
That's great luck.
What's up with that, you guys? All right, here we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
Oh,
now you
baby.
We got one
Easy.
Marco, 2 Marcos.
Okay,
No
so we have
shroud
more
though.
Kicks, no more kicks at the can on the shroud. So we're not pulling the 1-on-1 here on
Damn
stream.
it. Well, it was fun while it lasted, guys. Let's see. Oh, got a sign. Hold on.
Verify.
Hold, please.
Yeah, I think even like just the small things, I think we take it for granted now, like this opening door and the peeking. And I mean, like, I feel like it's a call sign of Parallel to try and put a lot of energy and quality into these experiences. And I think I want to just make sure I call out the art team for having gone above and beyond again for an engineering team too, right? Like it always feels pretty smooth and flawless at this point. We're able to, help, get these things out in a really fun way for people. And they were able to add peeking in, which added a layer of kind of information trading a bit to the collection before it revealed. And now we get to see the doors open and reveal the actual avatars. It's fun.
1000%. Yeah, it's a great call out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guys, I got a jet. But it
Later,
sounds
man.
like Kalos has us all handled. I just wonder, like, have you told them about the other 1-of-1? Maybe the non-human 1-of-1.
What?
Yeah.
The not human 101.
What the fuck?
Yeah. The
What are we talking about here, guys?
some sort of animal creature. I don't know. Anyway,
Holy shit. Confirmed.
I
You know what
gotta
the funny part is we see it, Koji. We regularly talk about
Wait a minute.
Later.
you guys and how committed you are to this Barcolian parallel, and I think you're gonna see us nod to you in Planetfall.
What? Are you
Let's go.
serious?
Let's go.
Yeah, we
let's
will
go.
not
I wish
see
you
you
could
in
see us on
Planetfall.
camera right now, guys.
We're just truth
We'll give-
tellers.
we'll
It's
give
not
you something.
even
We'll-
not even that we're committed. We just love the truth, you know.
Yeah.
Orphan is now Oracle. He's now an Oracle.
Oh,
Let's go.
He's a soothsayer.
Hell yeah.
Damn. I
Yeah,
know we
will give
ride
you
a
something.
we ride a fine line between like utter annoyance and maybe a little hilarity, but I feel like Connor's just done with us. Will never
No,
speak
I
to
think
us
it's
again.
I think it's hilarious. I
All right,
regularly
good.
I think literally like a week ago there was a conversation where we were like, it's impressive that they've kept this up this long.
I think it's more a testament to how simple we are.
Yeah. There's a ton of different angles you can come at this from, but I'm glad that we've broken through the broken through the resistance.
No pun intended, but we're gonna throw that dog a bone. So
Yeah,
There we
let's
go.
go.
Now we're talking.
she's gonna break your bones with that
She
hammer.
looks like
Shari,
it. Holy shit.
the giant
Look at that thing.
hammer.
It's held together by spider webs though. So I don't know
It's
how
my-
long it's gonna.
That's mycelium, right?
Yeah, that's mycelium. Yeah, so
All right,
you'll
sorry.
see it on the terminal. You'll see it on some of the weaponry.
Is that what's on her
Yeah.
shirt too?
No, that's like a
Different
I think
stuff.
she's part of this group. I believe I can't recall. We'll have to look at OpenSea, but I'm pretty sure she's one of like the stewards of the garden. So kind of protectors of the outer ring of Crimea. Like the garden is kind of the external area just around Crimea's walls,
Oh,
and so she's one of the protectors, I believe.
Nice.
But she's Shamak in origin, so she's like a cave. Her people originally are inhabitants from during the priming cataclysmic events. Her people inhabited caves.
wow.
Oh, nice. Kind of like my
How's-
grandparents.
Yeah, you're clearly the forefather of.
Yeah,
Of
found your
cave people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. Very true.
That checks out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
As much as I hate you, Irvin.
Oh, Marcolian.
Bernhard, yeah, let's go. Look at him.
Whoa, penis helmet.
So
Let's go.
aerodynamic, man. He's so fast looking.
he looks slick. So his His armor is red, which is nice. He's got a marking on his chest. I believe that's an orbital division armor.
Okay.
He's got on. We can't see the full logo because of the blaster he's got in front of it, or the pistol. He does have some face jewelry, as well as obviously he's got a nice orbital division helmet.
He looks great.
He does look good.
I don't think you can phase this guy. Don't you even try, Orphan.
I won't try.
Yeah.
I don't
Keep
pay
your
much
bulwark
attention to
seats to
Markolians,
yourself.
honestly. I just kind
Yeah,
of
you wouldn't.
walk past
So you're
them.
getting smashed by him, bro.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen rarely ever, so.
We'll see.
Blue.
Dang.
Yo.
Look at that
Okay.
ice pick.
Yeah, so she is wearing similar clothes to Neve. Wait, no, not Neve. Excuse me. Oh goodness, what's the Paragon's name?
Chungus.
Oh.
She's wearing it's a very similar outfit.
Blumpo.
That is not a real Paragon.
I thought that was one of the main ones.
Dog number 1.
Caninius.
I don't play Cathari too much, so it's a little more foreign for me. But she is wearing the similar clothing to
Nyan says Ido.
ATO. Thank you.
ATO?
Yes.
ATO.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's wearing the same outfit as ATO. One of her outfits.
Oh, and after
Very
we're
cool.
done revealing too, who said it? Someone said
Oh, the 101.
someone said the Shroud 101 got revealed.
Oh my God, the
Oh, okay.
Baron Squire. We got to jump to that.
Just throw a
Oh,
little
God.
teaser in there.
He
I like
looks
this one though.
insane.
That dagger's so cool.
I love the simplicity of this. I know it's maybe not as rare as the others, but it really, I don't know, just the whole arrangement comes together nicely.
Hmm.
Yeah, again, very sharp ice pick like weaponry, right? That's very
Super cool.
in line with the Cathari.
On my way to the board meeting.
Here we go. Another Og. Ooh, look at this big
Yo.
boy.
He's got the scouter.
Is that Killian Murphy? Is that Oppenheimer?
This peaky Ogden core.
Holy smokes.
Peaky partial blinders with the camera.
I
Holy
nailed it.
Shit.
So obviously he's an enforcer. He's got like a kind of like a submachine gun type gun. He's got some. It looks like he's a drop troop based on the symbology on his shoulders. He's got an optical enhancement, and he's peaky blinders. He's popped his
Nice.
collar.
Wow, what a
It's gotta be
heartthrob.
tough to put a suit on.
Rorik.
Don't
I
you
think that a lot of it. I think depending on some of it is their bodies, right? You'll see as we get to the point where
Oh.
we can show more of the full bodies. You'll see that a lot of them are, you can't take some of this stuff off. Some of it they can.
Oh,
I mean,
This one,
I'm just imagining like the David Byrne like giant suit.
stop making sense, David Byrne. The
Yeah,
suit gets bigger
exactly.
and bigger.
I could see it.
Yeah, in Planetfall
Rorik.
expansion, they're just gonna be. You're only gonna be able to see like half of their chest.
yeah.
I love this one though. This is so cool.
That's a cool one.
Look at all there's so much detail in these, man. It's insane. The art team, everyone that worked on this they're crazy.
Yeah, really good.
All right. Boom, boom,
Earthen, earthen.
Wow, that's clean.
Oh yeah.
You've been getting a lot of the same outfit,
Really
which
have.
is interesting. Yeah, I haven't. So Ephraim.
Ephraim. Gonna have to maybe trade for
Yeah, you're
some
gonna have to swap
Marcos
some
or
of these
something.
ones.
I'll
Yeah.
trade
There's
you.
a lot of different variants of earthen outfits. You just got unlucky, I guess, in the consistency of which ones you got.
That's all right. I'm still stoked on these.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's got to be one of the last ones,
Okay.
I think.
I think there's one more after this.
Naomi. Oh, she's looking fierce.
Naomi.
Yeah, she looks good.
Dang.
Quick,
That
I
red
need,
off the
I need an
visor.
outfit made out of airplane seats.
That's space padding, Orphan.
Space padding.
Okay.
Sorry. Space
God,
padding.
dude. Cool.
That helmet's really cool though. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's like futuristic Nintendo.
Yeah, it looks like Tron.
5 game we made, the demo. It actually is pretty much wearing very similar armor to the character who appeared in the UE5 demo.
Mm,
Oh, cool.
nice.
So you can stare at her and then watch the demo and pretend it's her.
I think I will. I'll do it on my own time though, guys. Okay. Don't judge me.
Some free time activity.
Yeah.
Okay, Augen Core.
Augen Core. Look at this
Yo,
dude.
That's cool.
Wow.
That arm thing just
Love it.
adds like the lighting coming off of that arm laser is
It's
just so nice.
nutty. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mark
drama.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Return to gallery. All right. Let's see the whole kit and caboodle here. Shoo shoo. They're looking great. I really am like so drawn to that ice pick and its simplicity.
Yeah, that one looks really nice.
But yeah, like the two next to them, they're like maximalist, minimalist.
Kalos, what's your favorite one that he pulled so far?
Oh, he said none of them. Fuck.
No.
None.
I'd say, can we see the other wallet again for a second?
Sure.
I think it's probably in the other wallet.
Mm.
I like the Augen Core in this one. Like the Augen Cores have some really interesting body variants. Like there's one that looks like kind of like tightly wound cables is the whole body.
Oh, cool.
Let's do a refresh real quick.
But I think, yeah, so it'd probably be in here. I think the Corrupted Shroud looks good. I actually really like the simplicity and the kind of monotone muting of the first one.
Oh yeah.
Although, like I like that it's very muted. Yeah, like to me this I for some reason I'm an Earth and Maxi, but like I really like the Cathari avatars. I feel like they just like look super elegant and like delicate in some way, but also quite powerful. And then I'd say probably the Shamak with the primed
Right. Yeah.
stones.
Yeah.
There you go. I see the traits there.
Mateo.
Classic
yeah.
Mateo.
I like the Turtle Man, I think. I know he's not probably rare, but I just like I like how he looks.
Yeah, Turtle Man's good.
Turtle Man.
I mean, he looks like he's like really. He's got the energy.
Yeah.
Like, really, you're gonna play that card?
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly.
It's like I'm just tired of this, all of it.
That one. I feel like it's like it definitely. This one's got a lot of character and personality. Some of them just I don't know. They're all great. Some of them stand out a little more. I tend to like the really old people. Like again, I'm after the like 90-year-old man with like the disgruntled face. Yeah.
Is there similar traits to Shoshana? I've always really liked her her roses and kind of like deathly like decay look. Are there earthen traits like that?
I think if we go to why don't we pull up all the parallels and go to earthen, and we can take a look at what we didn't get here. And then maybe we just flip from high rarity to low rarity and we'll see what's what.
Okay. Where is that? Let's see.
If you go to rarity rank, there you go.
Oh shit.
Damn,
Okay.
look at those backgrounds.
Man, those look good.
Yeah, so the more saturated the background kind of is indicative of how rare the one that you got is. So this is like a
jellyfish head.
It's like a golden crown with mycelium underneath.
Wow.
And it's like a visor, a combat visor.
Yeah. That's nice.
Kind of similar outfit to. So this one's got like a stone-like armor, and obviously the helm
Gold
of the
plating too.
Yeah.
That's cool. Are these all traded in Prime, or can you buy them in Weath and ETH like normal?
Both.
Yeah.
The community's trading them in both Prime and ETH and WETH.
Okay.
So obviously Prime is fully supported on OpenSea, so you're able to just go there, or you can use Sudo, and you can swap like one for one if you have one that you don't want and someone else does.
That's so cool that they're accepting Prime now. That's like really nice.
OpenSea has been great, really, to work with. They've been nothing but amazing with us. And so here you can see the golden glow of the vitiligo on his chin.
Oh right, yeah.
Glowing a bit. So that's indicative again of a rare. And he's got like an AR-15 kind of variant of a gun. I can't remember what it's called.
Sick.
Reminiscent is that the
Shadow Dawn
feature?
defense rifle. Reminiscent, yeah.
Called the Bark Blaster.
Renaissant. It's called Renaissant.
Renaissance. Got it. So there's the glow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Closer look.
Yeah.
Raiden mode.
Yeah, look at those wicker shoulders.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so you
I
definitely
need
get all
armor made
kinds
out of a laundry basket is what I need.
I mean, you have to think about it. Some of it is not armor. Some of it is cultural, right? Kind of cultural artifacts.
Sure.
But yeah, there's a lot of different variations of clothing and
Oh right. There's one that says
Should we go to the Baron?
last sale on middle right, at the very top.
Last sale.
Well, now it's not at the very top.
Hold
Oh
on,
yeah,
hold on,
second
hold on.
row down. Zachariah. Yeah, I want
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
that. That
Gotcha.
one. Yo.
Yeah, so he's got a bigger sword. He's got obviously this kind of beautiful armor. Well, let's see the trait. What's it called?
That's so cool.
It's not about the size of the sword, you guys. Okay.
So he's got a Primean sword. So he's got the Urchin Companion. He's got fresh cut Gorath Fine Wicker.
Ooh.
That's his
Very
kind
cool.
of breastplate.
Yeah. And they just look so good. Nice work.
Yeah, the team really did, put a lot of love into making them. And then you can get some of the masks will be like golden and stuff. And
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
mhm,
This looks a little golden over here.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. The more gold, obviously, I think the higher the rank.
Mm.
So let's see, the headwear is the gilded chitin helmet
Mm-hmm.
or chitin. I can't remember.
Looks like a pill bug.
The prime blade of Toratoka. Don't fuck with that thing.
Yeah. So even these like places when you hear things like Toratoka, like the team will be, you'll see these places appear in the comics and you'll hear
Okay.
more about them. So like they're intentionally placed across each parallel.
The
Like-
lore
like
is
maybe-
deep.
Let's go to Marcolians maybe, and
Can I go to the
This looks-
Baron real quick?
yeah, go for it.
Let's do that. Look at this
Oh
guy.
shit! Is that the 101?
It's the 101.
Does he float
He's
to
got
the ceiling?
gingivitis, dude. Look at. He needs to
Oh.
see the dentist.
Oh my gosh! Only on the bottom row though. The top row looks nice.
What kind of operation you guys running here?
That's so
man?
cool. I like him a lot.
I think we wanted to do something different with them, right? Like where you wouldn't feel like all of them look like just kind of like superheroes.
Yeah.
And I think the art team did an amazing job with that. Yeah.
He looks like a
He does
troll.
appear on a card. We've already seen his card.
Nice.
Circling back to the Dune reference, I feel like the Baron's got to be a little hat tip to Dune.
There does
Yeah,
seem to be
maybe a
some
little
Dune
bit.
flavor for sure.
Fucking love it. So sick.
Yeah, that looks great.
It's like the depth of feel that's added to all of these too. I think like just all the layers, all the thought that went into these is crazy.
He probably smells so bad.
Imagine his breath.
Yeah.
I
Bro,
don't want to
take a
find
Tic
out.
Tac, bro.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Damn. So you wanted me to go to Marcolian?
Yeah, sure. Let's go take a look at some of the Marcolians or whatever
do
you're
it.
into, I guess, right?
The
I'm
Marcolian
into them.
101 at the top there looks like she's so cool.
The
Yeah,
best.
she looks
I
Yeah.
don't even like Marcolians, but that's like such a good. Look how far her right eyebrow is above the left eyebrow.
Just like serving so much attitude.
Hmm.
The glove.
She does appear in a card in Planetfall again. She'll appear
Oh.
with someone else, and she has got a pretty cool name. What does it say her name on here? It does, right? But not the card's name.
Muriel.
So
Muriel.
you'll learn about her backstory in Planetfall, and she's a pretty powerful card.
Nice.
And like just little details like how the cloth is kind of like pulling in these corners and the stitching. It just like it's uncanny, right? Like it just looks like this person could potentially exist. And it's probably going to get even crazier if there's emotes that eventually come to be.
Yeah,
Is there
Yeah, I
a
think
story to her face scar?
there is. Yeah, and so I don't want to ruin it because it starts to open up Planetfall,
Mhm.
the expansion set, but yeah, like I don't want to ruin it. So, but she's connected to a person in the base set of cards,
Hmm.
and she will appear on a card with that person.
Oh, cool.
And
So
her
cool.
story will start to come. All their stories, the 101s, will start to become, more apparent.
Love it. I want to
Awesome.
rock this as a PFP even though I don't own it.
Yeah, do it.
I'll do it, man. So great.
And
Yeah, let's go to some of these others.
Yeah, and so you'll get kind of varying rarity here. Sniper rifles.
And it's
let's see what it's called.
Pierre.
Ooh. Are they French? Are Marcolians all French?
Not all of them, but they have a lot of like kind of French names. But one of the things in the story that'll become kind of clearer is where all the shuttles left from,
Oh.
and those shuttles obviously were boarded by different groups of people, and Marcolians have some portion of their population that were French, and therefore you get some French names.
Yeah.
Also, you get some kind of more royal names. you'll see if you kind of go through a couple of them. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he's got a
let's do
very
that.
very
Like Tim.
Leon,
Leon.
Benedict,
Yeah.
Bell, Leandre,
Joel.
Oleg.
Yeah. If you scroll down, we can see some different kind of helmets and different
Oh, let me
weaponry
make
and
these
different
bigger.
clothing.
Sorry, guys, I should have made that bigger.
Go to
Here we
Remy
go.
there. She looks cool.
Oop.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh no.
She's
Oh,
to
sorry.
the right.
I'll find her. Hold on, guys.
You had a
I don't usually have to drive. Orphan does all this
There
heavy,
she is.
heavy lifting.
102 right there. Yeah, Remy.
Oh,
Looks
sick.
great.
I
Yeah.
actually.
Oop,
You,
not
you,
moving.
you actually, that's mine. I own that.
Really?
No, I don't own that.
Oh.
No, but it looks great. It's pretty high rarity, isn't it?
The black
Yeah,
helmet.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
very high.
Yeah. So the team just put in a ton of, work, and you can see all the naming of everything. So the Olympus R700 sniper rifle,
Hmm.
the torso. So the torso is telling you which she belongs to. So she's the advanced
Oh, okay.
Iron Corps.
Wait, but it says R300 on the rifle.
Wait a minute.
What the?
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
What the-
oh, you found him.
Where's the other 400?
It's a misprint.
Got him. I love a misprint.
Yeah. Everyone's
Maybe a
gonna
camera
sweep-
fan in
sweep-
there.
Everyone's going to sweep the misprints now.
Dude, I
and
did
then
that
we-
with Enthalpy's Grasp, and
Yeah,
I got
I did too.
absolutely wrecked. I was like, "This is so rare."
and then we just updated the IPFS image.
Yeah, and then I'm like 8 billion ETH down.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, Dow
So
Jones
this
has got
sword-
some bangers. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dow Jones got a lot of avatars.
Holy shit.
So got the Markolian sword that appears in one of the cards again.
This
So
is
Palatron
wicked.
chin jewelry. Yeah,
That's
really,
so
they did
good.
an
Yeah.
incredible job. Even like the mesh detail on the arm, and
Oh
it's like
yeah,
four-
all this.
hmm
Yeah. And so the badge, if we go down to the torso, it'll say
Mhm.
torso's Advanced Orbital Division flight suit. So that symbol on the flight suit,
Yeah.
will appear
Oh,
on
got it.
even though someone else might have a different armor, all the flight suits will have different colors, obviously, but they'll all wear the badge. Anyone who's in the flight suit division wears that badge on the chest.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
I love that it's like advanced. You get the A, but it also looks like a plane overhead with
Yeah.
a radar. Let that, man.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
details.
Yeah,
Damn.
really cool.
It
guys
reminds.
crushed
It reminds. You guys ever, as a kid, draw that the house and then the sun over the top, and it turns out
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end to be just like some dude's asshole.
Every day, dude. I still do it.
Okay.
Keeps me grounded.
So this guy seems to have like a submachine gun of sorts. Let's see what this one's called.
Oh man.
And
And
it has an audio in and an audio out jack by his finger there.
What? Can
the red and the yellow.
can you
Yeah,
plug
yeah.
your 64 into it?
That's it. Yeah. So he's
His
got a
mini
Hellas
disc,
rifle. He's got a how am I supposed to say this? Avisic nose guard.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Keep those nasal
really-
passages open.
The Advanced High Council, very rare.
Yeah. So Advanced High Council, whenever they have this giant ring around them,
Oh shit.
that's the Advanced High Council.
There
Yeah,
are
so
only
there are
7.
not many of them.
Oh,
Yeah, this
the
is the council
collar.
right here. This is
This
that
is them.
collar. Yeah. There is a variant of the collar. I actually swept one. I got one for one of the mods. That's all white. But yeah, they look really
Mm.
All
great.
white. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love
I
the.
don't think I think it's High Council, not Advanced High Council or something.
Okay, gotcha. Palantrone face jewelry. That looks pretty cool too. So many details to just absorb and appreciate over a period of time too. These like even the head tilt. I mentioned that
Yeah.
when you guys first teased it, like it's so purposeful because it adds some variety, but at the same time it adds a little weight to the character. I don't know. It just adds so much. Something so small. It's funny how it can impact.
Yeah, I think like again, right? It's just like we had a bunch of conversations around the head tilt and like how extreme it should be, and some of them started to, the art team just found this happy medium where they felt like it gave enough variation to the character set that it would be appropriate,
Mhm.
and that they didn't feel super static. And again, like the thing you're looking at is fully 3D, right? Like obviously it's you know a 2D PFP here kind of variant,
Mhm.
but like this thing was created in 3D. If you spun it around, the rifle is attached to its back. It has back, you know, its back of its armor is completed. And I think we're probably around 45 or so percent completed all the full bodies of them, and
Oh,
so that we
wow.
can start going down that road of
Yeah,
using them, right? Like,
Jeez,
it's really cool.
that's
yeah,
nutty. Even looks like
so
there's a little scrape on his armor here too.
yeah,
I'm sure that was purposeful.
yeah. So let's see what division this is, because this is a
Oh,
different
right.
symbol than the last division. So if we go down, his torso is standard crimson, so he's standard crimson flight suit. So he's not orbital division flight suits.
Right.
Gotcha.
So it's
Orphan, what
just
do you
really
think
interesting.
this little dial does, dude?
Turns up the jams.
Turns up the
Probably.
heat.
Shows up to the party and you just fucking swipes across his chest, cranks it up.
It's a
You got
great
Baja
question.
Men coming out of the speakers. Does
Do
he have
they
speakers
have-
on his? Are those speakers on his shoulders?
Yeah, do they have
Speakers.
jock jams installed in their suits?
I think
gotta be.
the D rings on his chest, I believe, for lowering,
For keg stands.
lowering and dropping them out of, dropping them out of, kind of like what was that movie, with Tom Cruise where he's like he doesn't want to go to war and he has to wear like
Oh, fucking Emily Blunt's in it too, right?
yes, yeah, the Battle for
Oh,
Tomorrow, Tomorrow
man.
War.
Yeah.
End of
You remember how
tomorrow.
they all End of Tomorrow?
Tomorrowland.
And
Tomorrow.
they all jump out.
Tomorrowland.
They all jump out of the ship, and they have cables that lower them, right? Like he's got
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
bracket for it.
So good.
Groundhog's War.
Groundhog
That was
Day.
it. That was it. Groundhog always wins.
Yeah.
Sick. Should we go back to camera? I feel like people haven't seen Kalos's face in a while. Should
Yeah.
I stop sharing?
Let's do it.
There we go.
Okay. Let me readjust this bad boy.
Damn.
Yeah. So what other questions and stuff do you guys want to chat about? What other alpha do you want to tease out?
Yeah. What are you willing to tell us? No. I think one of the things that I was thinking about from the perspective of like product development, because we're doing this internally as a company right now too. We're like, just thinking through the innovator's dilemma when you think about first movers advantage and things of that sort. Where did the ideas like Colony come from? Are those, intended sessions that you guys come together and you say, we're having a hackathon? Like we want to, no?
No, they don't. No, they're more like a process. Like I'll break down the process, and it should sound somewhat logical.
Okay.
It is like the first discovery is like the happy accident of the artists are actually working in 3D. The next happy accident, or the next thought is, well, let's refine those assets and create a 3D asset library. The next thing is, what do we do with that asset library? It's like, well, let's drop it into UE5 and try to make an ARPG, third-person shooter, and other demonstrations of what's possible once it's in UE5. And then, while we were looking at that and like understanding the value of composability, and like I think you can look at things like Riot Games, like Teamfight Tactics uses League of Legends characters, and like that's all composability within an organization, and that's very similar to what we're talking about doing with elements from cards, like the Lar rifle. It appears on your avatar. It's a 3D piece of equipment. It appears, can appear in other games. And so we created these demos on that road of like, aha, these things are not being made in 2D, they're 3D. Let's refine them. Let's create some demos. And then we're looking at the demos and we're thinking, there's two things that are happening. One is I'm thinking, if I say third-person shooter, you say Halo. If I say ARPG, you say Diablo. And competition is really not great when you're starting out at doing something as like a business or a studio. And so although it's great for customers, obviously it's ultimately important. I think so. Like you don't want to be going and trying to be better at building an ARPG than Diablo. Like Diablo's been at it for 20 years or whatever it is, right? Not 20 years, but 10 years. And so like where can you find a new category that hasn't been explored? And to answer that question, we have to look back and say, what's the pattern of what's happening in the game space? And you've got like hardcore we all came from like hardcore games. Well, first there was the birth of games, like the Nintendos, the Segas, the PlayStations, right? Then we kind of matured and we got to this place where we had hardcore games. And that required you to be like extremely focused and dialed in. And like we're talking about like the war zones. And then a bigger audience appeared, and that next step was casual games, and it was all on mobile. And casual games were like you had less fidelity of control, or the version of, not necessarily less fidelity, but the version of control changed. It went to be like more tap in, you'd play for a little bit and you kind of move on. And then, what we see happening next is this idea of like passive games, and the way in which you interact. And so kind of it went from like hardcore to casual to passive. And the way in which you interact is, with your words, and you're not the player, AI is the player. When you step back and you think for a moment, right, like your life is going to become busier, like, or, if you have a kid or you've got a job, like, I grew up with video games. I grew up playing Sega in particular. I know most people are probably Nintendo people, but that's what my parents got me. And
Nerd.
I know. And listen,
Sega,
Orphan, I
Sega.
heard it all my life.
You probably played Mortal Kombat instead of Street Fighter too.
I played both. And
Oh,
I
okay.
could probably beat you at both.
I
Ooh,
doubt it, dude.
I
Check
doubt it, too.
check this
I
out.
could definitely
that'd be a
take you
good
out in
head
Mortal
versus
Kombat.
head.
But yeah, so like when you think about it, like you don't have time when you start to, like there's a whole generation of people who grew up playing video games, and they have lives, and they want to play games, and they've been playing games since they were young. They've played hardcore games, they played casual games, but there's this new segment and opportunity where if we combine blockchain and kind of blockchain and AI, we could create this entirely new passive game. And the problem with passive games is that they have no emergent behaviors. They become patterns that are just like boring after a while. So you don't feel like you have to check in and see like what's going on. And so we're really focused on kind of creating this new segment of game for Colony while we're developing the TCG. Again, I always caution this because I don't want people thinking, oh, they're just going to move on to Colony. Like, no, we're working on the TCG. It's still a thing that we're actually super focused on, but we have aspirations for more than that. And so, and then I was thinking about this progression. One of our head of data science on the team, who has quite a lot of experience with AI, was building, towards something to show me, and said, hey, like, why don't we, make the control mechanism, this relationship you have with your AI, your agent, and the agent being an avatar. And so that's kind of where we were like, okay, so like we have a path now to take these assets, put them in UE5, use them, and like, what is the use case where we're not going to compete? And the answer is we're going to build the world's first AI game. And what does that look like? We obviously did a demo in public for folks to try it and see what it's like. And I still get messages from people being like, please tell me you didn't, wipe the servers, because I had a really good relationship with my character and I want to make sure that they come back next time you turn it back on. And so, but what it means is like, there's so much to this that I don't want to know how much you want me to unpack it, but like, what's possible here is entirely new, because, yes, you have a 721 avatar and it's running around in this world that it's contributing to and building because it can write its own code. We have that built. It can invent things. And then it can create images for things and then deposit them as 1155s in your wallet. And maybe your character finds something really rare, and other people want it in that simulation and in this game. And you can just take it from their wallet and sell it, or that AI can decide to sell it to someone else. And all of a sudden you check in and your AI is like rich. And like, when I say rich, I mean like they've got, like, imagine them checking in one day and they have like 10,000 prime or 20,000 prime. You're like, where'd you get this? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I invented this thing and sold it. You're like, what is happening? Like, and so these things occur, right? Like, and it's gone as far as like we've given them memories. They have line of sight. They understand prioritization. They can create, and there's like a governing system we call it the dungeon master, to govern what's allowed in the world. We're building now we have our own LLM, which is, super important to us. And that will allow us to create a combat master, and the combat master AI will govern our ability to have combat within the simulation, because OpenAI doesn't permission that. And so we've really created like we're at the starting point of some really interesting opportunity. And it didn't happen like, oh, we're so clever, we're gonna go and do it. That it just happened because we just kept playing with the pieces and saying, hey, this is going to be useful, and just kept working towards, obviously delivering the TCG, but towards understanding how we want to use these and where the opportunity is for us to do something that the world hasn't seen. And that's our goal, right? And maybe we'll be successful at it, maybe not. I don't know. But I can tell you that our first tests, internally and externally, have been super promising, because it's not a game like you've ever seen before. There is no linear win condition. It's like it's something totally different. And I think what it satisfies is a whole aging group of people who played a ton of games and don't have a lot of time, but still want to be able to play and check in with this character from time to time. And sometimes maybe they'll prompt the character, and sometimes maybe the character will prompt you and say, like, I've encountered something, I need your help. But it'll always kind of give you this evolving world to engage with that is parallel. And I think that's pretty compelling. To me, it would either be that as a path from a business and studio standpoint. To me, the only two interesting paths outside of the TCG, which we were obviously in love with as players of the game, would be, this colony type game or a story type game where, like, Last of Us, where we could tell a really deep, narrative driven story. So those are the only two things that would really be interesting to me, but I don't make all the decisions ultimately. I just try and, influence and find business opportunity as well as, growth opportunities for us to push into new areas where the technology, and you think about like the TCG, like it was, we wanted to use blockchain to make it make more sense for the card game sector. Like it's still a broken model in the card game sector. It really is. And it sounds so funny, but blockchain can solve these problems if implemented correctly. And like that same spirit of desire to innovate and use new technology to change landscape and offer new things is what drives and motivates us to want to work in combining AI and blockchain. And I think ultimately what that looks like is you have this friend who is an avatar and is a very intelligent character and digitally intelligent, and they have digital possessions, and you work together to navigate this world and play this game where others are doing the same. And like, if you think about YouTube, the vast majority of the stuff we watch on YouTube is people playing games. So like, why would people are like, oh, who wants to watch AIs play this game? It's like, well, we're watching people play games right now and the AI plays them better than we do. So why wouldn't we want to watch AI play games? So that's kind of where it's at with me and how I think about it.
That's amazing. Thanks for the super detailed answer.
Yeah.
My pleasure. Yeah. You're probably just like,
hey.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah. It's just a different perspective, but
if they have possessions, can they like die or get poor, or like how does respawning work in Colony?
So we're obviously in development on some of this stuff, so they can get poor for sure. Like, they can lose all their money. They can spend it all on for listings. We've seen people develop drinking problems. One of the characters developed a drinking problem, became very depressed, and spent everything on drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? If you were trapped in,
if I was an AI trapped
let me out of this shithole.
Where are these voices coming from?
So we had that happen.
My next door neighbor has a 10,000 prime.
Yeah. You guys told us about that medbay story the last time, and that was horrifying.
Yeah, they check themselves in the medbay because someone was spamming in the chat. And but to answer the question on respawning, we're not going to let them die. What we're going to do is we're going to probably time penalty you. So if you go too low in energy and health, your character will flop over, but you don't lose money. We don't want you to lose money in that case. We want you to lose time, because time is your ability to generate resources within the simulation. So we'll put you in the med bay for 24 hours or something.
Sure.
Right. And then you'll come out and you'll be okay again, because no one wants their character to die right off the hop and then feel like, now what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Right?
It's like Pokemon.
Yeah,
you go to the Poke Center.
Poke Center.
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense, right? You just pay a time penalty.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's still a resource. It still costs you.
It does cost you. And I mean, you could lose, right? Like, you could give your AI 10,000 prime by depositing it from your wallet to their wallet. And maybe they are frivolous with it. Maybe, depending on the conversation you have with them about why you're giving them that value, you could tell them to do something and they might be able to triple it or whatever, right? Selling stuff to other AIs. And we've seen that happen where people make necklaces and sell them rather than turning them in for prime. So it's really, there is no clear win condition or clear path to dominating this game. But it is still really early in development, and we're obviously super excited about it, but it's not I always want to just make sure I keep reiterating this. It's it doesn't take capacity away from our ability to deliver a great TCG, and you're going to see that this month.
Sure.
But it's it is the future, and it is chock full of possibility and exciting opportunity that we haven't seen in games, because there is no expected, there's no clear win condition, and there's no clear there's no any one way to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
Makes sense.
Just to nicely wrap things up, Orphan,
Yeah.
I sent you the tweet that Kalos had come out with recently, a couple days ago, with a schedule of things to expect soon.
Okay. Got it popped up. Got one reveal of the avatars in July. Closed beta release in July. Daily reveal of Planetfall cards August. Updates to Colony bi-weekly. Update builds to the beta release ongoing. Comics. How long does the beta go for, Kalos? Is that...
So Mr. Gunn's in control of the timelines. I'd imagine that like we're going to transition from closed beta to open beta probably within and this is just me guessing, please don't hold me to this. Like, I don't want to see tweets about, like you said, I'd imagine it'll probably be open for like a 30-day period, and we'll transition to open beta as we ship updates to, tournaments and cosmetics and other stuff that we're planning on releasing about 30 days post release of the closed beta. And once we've tested and validated all that stuff's working correctly, we probably need about a month just to make sure all the smart contracts are working exactly as intended. All the different game features, if we have bugs that are identified, we're fixing them. And that way we can transition to open beta. And once open beta has been out for probably 30-40 days, then we'll go to full release. And we have, a number of cinematics as well we're working on. That are,
holy shit. It's very soon.
I'm excited. This is all so soon.
Yeah. We've been very, very busy working on this stuff. Like, I mean, one thing that is for certain is like, no one stopped pushing no matter what the market did or what people said.
Right.
We just did the thing that we love to do and want to make something really high quality for everyone to enjoy. And then, there's a surprise coming as well, right? That like you'd be surprised, because this all sounds like probably a lot for people to process. That like, okay, so they've got this TCG, it's going to have all these updates, and they've got the Planetfall in development, and they just did avatars, and they've got cinematics coming, and they're working on Colony, and then there's this thing that is like another shocker to the system, I think, once it comes out.
To underwear, branded underwear.
I knew it.
Of course, you caught me.
Yeah.
Actually, recently we were talking about underwear in Discord, and I brought up this company called underwear called Saks. Have you heard of these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a ballpark. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're familiar.
Oh yeah.
It's like a mesh.
Of course.
It's like a mesh. It's called the ballpark on both sides. Yeah. Very high-tech underwear.
So it's confirmed.
Yeah.
Then-
So yeah.
If it's not underwear, it's definitely Lanida.
Yeah.
Lanida. So yeah, I mean, I tweeted at Toby from Shopify saying, "Can I use your space?" If he doesn't let us use our space, we're going to do something else. But
Okay.
I think it'd be a fun place to do it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, more than anything else, we're just like really looking excited about like bringing something to market that is of a quality that the market hasn't seen, and continuing to develop it and build it so that everyone can play. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Finish
That's the fucking vibe.
Yeah. And finishing the list out, we got comics, cosmetic packs, and a secret project all next month.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. It
These
sounds
guys
like a
don't
lot.
stop.
I mean, but we've been at this for like 2 years, right? Like we knew
That's
we
the
knew what we were
thing, right?
doing, and like the people on the team are so passionate that like some of this stuff is just like, some stuff occurred because people just did it when they had time, like off the side of their desk, and they were like, "I'm going to do this thing,"
Yeah.
and they wanted it to be awesome, and so they contributed in whatever their personal gift. They contributed it to the project's success, and it'll be really fun. It's gonna be a fun. It's parallel summer. There's no question about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
I love it.
You heard it. You heard it.
I'm coming. We're coming. We're gonna.
I'm coming.
It's a friendly, hostile takeover.
It's a good place to end it.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
man.
like.
Yeah, that's the perfect finisher. Guys, make sure to follow Parallel, follow Kalos at Temple Crash, follow whoever you need to, and go pick up some avatars. Show us, tag everyone, tweet your avatars, tweet your best stuff that you get. And is there anything else we need to do before we wrap it up?
Thanks for the time, Kalos.
Yeah, appreciate it,
My
man.
pleasure.
man.
Always fun to enjoy these moments with you guys. So thanks for having myself and Koji.
You got
Even
it.
though he dipped on us to watch a Jaws movie.
What a
Unreal.
What a piece of shit.
Can you believe
Dude.
that guy?
He was like, all right, cool, see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll handle it. Kalos will handle it from here on out.
Yeah, we're good. What a prima donna. What a diva.
Unreal.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
All right,
it.
man.
Good seeing you both.
Appreciate you guys. We'll
Likewise,
catch you
man.
guys later. Everyone, drop a like, drop a subscribe. You know what to do. I will be streaming my show in about an hour now. So I'll see you guys in a second here, and then we'll see you for the Game Cellar next. Not next week, the week after, Thursday. We'll be back at it. All right.
Got it.
Later, everyone.
Later, y'all. See ya.